Alright, so before I continue, I'm going to look at my team configuration. Who needs levels? Rib needs levels. So Rib is going to go, actually, Liver kind of needs levels too, so Liver can go in the 2-hole. I do want to see who can learn Earthquake. Teach berries, work up Earthquake, here it is. I don't think anybody on my team can learn it at the moment, but still worth looking at. Ooh. You can, and you can. Maybe when I get rid of Cut, I'm going to teach Liver Earthquake. I think I should be getting to the move deleter fairly soon. Alright. It's cool to have a Dragon type, same type of attack bonus move, but I'm definitely kind of focusing on physical attack right now. Yeah, let's give up on Earthquake. Did not learn Earthquake. Alright. I want to keep Thief around for a little bit longer. I like Thief for like gym battles and stuff like that on Gallade, but I also like Psycho Cut and Low Sweep. Maybe eventually Swords Dance will go, but we'll see. I don't suppose at the same time Volt Switch anybody can learn Volt Switch. No. Alright. I don't think anybody who I'm planning on having my team can learn Volt Switch either. Before I forget, one quick look at these things sets, because I know Houndoom is someone who I am always looking at. Okay, so I do have higher special attack than a physical attack. Actually, I have a special-oriented nature on the Superior. I might go and, like, play with natures a little bit in, like, Pokegen off recording. You definitely have a physical-oriented nature. And you are, well, you also have a physical-oriented nature. I forgot what the original Scyther I had, but it wasn't this. It was something else. I think it was like Modest or something useless like that, but for better or for worse, I accidentally turned off the game without saving, and I had to do that over again. Anyway, I'll worry about Pokesave and hacking and stuff later. For now, I want to go this way. And see, which one of you are like the move deleter or something? Hidden Power. No, I don't think so. Is it you? Alright, so you're the move relearner. Actually, I do have Heart Skill, and I think Leaf Blade and Gallade is like a level 1 move. Yeah, Leaf Blade, cool. Oh, I have Sacred Sword also. I can learn that in place of Low Sweep. It'll do more damage. Won't lower speed, but it'll do like 50% more damage. Screw what I said earlier. Let's get rid of Thief. Leaf Blade's gonna do twice as much damage on a neutral hit. Remember Leaf Blade? The level up moves for Gallade have been improved by quite a bit. This is what I like to call 4 move slot syndrome. Night Slash would be a good move because it's also got a high critical hit rate. Sacred Sword, 90 power, is an improvement over the 50 power of Load Sweep. So let's do that. Do I have another Heart Scale? I don't have any more Heart Scales, but if I did, I might have considered getting rid of Sword Stance for Night Slash. You're the move deleter. Yes, I would like to delete some moves. I am actually going to get rid of Cut on the Superior. Because Cut, as far as HMs go, Scissor already has it. It provides a nice type coverage being a grass type move in this hack, and it also gets the Technician bonus. Anyway, now that I've done that, I think I can go and take this Earthquake TM and teach it to Superior. Alright. I was not aware that a Superior could actually learn Earthquake, but apparently I can. That's pretty nice. Now, with all that done, let's go and talk to these idiots. Here we are. Pokémon World Tournament. Yes. Alright, so this is basically a, like a VGC format, like in-game, like against AI trainers kind of thing, where you get to fight trainers from different generations, like Johto gym leaders and Hoenn gym leaders and stuff like that. Anyway, let's see. Charon. So I don't know what Charon is here for, because he was just a dorky, like, normal type leader who is not very interesting. No. No, let's not, actually. Alright. I kind of feel obligated to narrate this, but I kind of don't want to, because I know it's not going to be that interesting. Unlike a gym battle or something like that. Oh, we're getting special tournaments ready. Yeah, when Nintendo Wi-Fi was a thing, you were able to, who would provide the best coverage? I think you, and you. When Nintendo Wi-Fi was a thing, there were, like, downloadable tournaments where you could fight the actual, like, VGC winners. And they would have the same Pokemon and stuff like that. And it was really cool, but unfortunately you can't do that anymore. I think it's possible to, like, hack them into your game, because I have seen I think like Cerebi, like you can download files containing the information for those fights and apply them to your game somehow, but I've never actually done that. I might look at that in after game if I come back to mess around with this. Anyway, we're fighting No. No versus Stupid. Two very interesting names. Anyway, I guess I'll narrate this because why not? But we're fighting No. This is kind of like a placeholder rival battle, I guess. Are my levels set to 50? Because I feel like no, they're not. You're 25 of 43. Sorry, sir. I will not be narrating this battle because I'm not expecting it to be very interesting. Might have forgotten to buff the levels of my opponent in there, Drayano. Anyway, oop, look, emulator glitches, stupid wins. Anyway, I said that twice. That's the Driftveil tournament. It's not very exciting, but it's a an introduction to the Pokémon World Tournament. If you do, I think, well enough in like the gym leader battle versions, you do get. Oh, right, you get BP from there. If you do well enough in like the regional gym leader battle sets, you are allowed to fight the champions of the different regions, which is kind of cool. Anyway, let's see. Ooh, look, it's this one, Roxy. Yes, something about whatever you said. Everybody's skill, Driftveil. About that. Let's get out of here. I think, is there like a Team Plasma thing next? I want to say there's a Team Plasma thing next. Not the longest section of plot ever, but all right. Yes, we do look different in this case. Nope, you didn't see anybody, that was just your imagination. In this case, Houndoom had a few things to say about Charon's overpoweredness. No reason to stick your necks into something dangerous. No is going to be ranting about something irrelevant, but Charon's going to follow him to make sure he doesn't get in trouble, and Mr. Cresselia is just going to stand here awkwardly. I mean, yell at me. Alright, trainers and Pokemon and Pokeballs and partners and whatever. Let's go investigate. I'm going to throw on the Dazzle Machine, but I don't think that's not the Dazzle Machine. I don't think there's anything, very useful hidden item-wise around here. This is just... Oh, cool. TM79 Frost Breath. That will always result in a critical hit. It's only 40 base power, but it will always result in a critical hit. Let's see. Effectively, it's got an 80 base power. It isn't affected by, like, stat debuffs and stuff, but... Never mind. It's so cold. Really. A sailboat. Yes, this is definitely a sailboat. And Team Plasma. Oh, more Team Plasma. Experience to be had is, of course, the first thing I think of when I see this. Alright. Are we done here? We're gonna be like... We're gonna have like a 3-on-30 battle. Which I'm not objected to, because I'm not expecting these to be hard fights, but it's gonna take a while. Alright, can I leave now, or do I have to still fight these other idiots? What happens if I... Can I fight the other idiots? Just in case, I'm gonna go and move the leftovers onto my lead Pokemon. Let's see, who has the leftovers anyway? Ankle has the leftovers. Move to there. Let's see, am I allowed to just leave though? Something about a quillfish. Alright, it looks like that's all I have to do here. Alright, yes, the gym leaders are interfering. And also the playable characters are interfering, funnily enough. Anyway, that's it for the Pokémon World Tournament. Next stop would be Route 6 and Chargestone Cave and stuff. There is a passage back to Castelia City. I'm gonna go follow that later. Because, I'm going to want to put experience on some other Pokemon that I may or may not be catching soon. We'll see. I bought a bunch of Moo Milks off screen, off recording, whatever. And I don't think I have to do that now. Charon! I feel like I have a rival battle coming up. No? Alright, let's see. I need repels for one. Down to 62 repels. That should last me most of the rest of the game, I think. I also want to avoid this breeder. Come on, turn. Thank you. Seriously, whose bad idea was it to have the breeders rematch every time you were into a map? Anyway, I think Charon should be showing up soon, because I think you're supposed to get Surf somewhere time around now. I think Charon's supposed to be giving it to me. Found out though. Anyway, Chargestone Cave. Bianca! Hi! If you push the floating stones, they move. Can't push all of them. Alright, so she's just gonna run off. I'm gonna be right back. I wanna find out where Charon is and my rival is. Because I want that Surf HM. You there. Alright, so I guess that's what's gonna happen. I thought there were more battles on here. Alright. That was somewhat annoying. Also, I was kind of expecting a Houndoom to live when that one wheezing went boom. Anyway, Zinzalin. You have, out of all the 7 stages, your name is the most fun to say. Legendary Dragon Pokemon to rule Unova. Whatever. Words. Get out of here. Get them out of here, whatever it was. Alright, well, we've got evicted. We've gotten evicted. And the plasma ship has just, ran away. So No is gonna go running off like an idiot again. That is a Shadow Triad, yes. Remember them? Black and white one. Anyway. Something he would like to look into. Where is he saying he was going? Because I wasn't paying attention. Anyway. I'm going back to the Pokemon Center, and then I will be back on Route 6. Where I assume that Sharon is going to want to meet us, because that's the next place that we should be going. Get to the next gym and stuff like that. Sharon! You're gonna give me surf, because I want surf. Come with me for a moment. Oh yes, this is the Weather Institute place. Yeah, something about Pokemon freezing Unova and stuff. What is it? Sudden drop in temperature near Lacanosa town. Negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit. That is the range of temperatures where like you can sneeze and you'll hear rocks hit the ground. Alright. Alright, so there's... I'm gonna get surf now. That's nice. HMO through surf. And I can go and catch a couple of my a couple Pokemon with this, which I will probably want to do. If you talk to all the scientists in there, by the way, one of them will give you a Deerling, which is kind of cool. Let's see, Surf. You can learn it, or do I have to catch another Pokemon for this? I feel like that might be the case. Frost Breath, Surf. Let's see, you can learn it. Yes. Nobody can learn it. I'll be back once I've gone and found something that can do that. Alright, so I'm here on the Driftveil drawbridge, where you can find shadows, which you can run into and find either wings or random encounters. In this case, I'm looking for random encounters. And, these will contain water flying types, generally. I think Wingull and Pelipper. I just ran into one of those, and wasn't able to catch it, or the Gen 5 version, Stucklet and Swanna. I hear one. I don't know where it is. There's no, like, audio key. Maybe if I had the sound on stereo, I might be able to hear, like, left or right, but that is not the case. Come on. These are basically the shaking spots in the grass. Like, you will run into them, whether or not you have a repel up. Although, in this case, they can give you items instead of random encounters. Where is the shadow? I don't know where the shadow is. That would be the exit. I don't want the exit. I want a random encounter. Alright, there it is. That is a Genius Wing. Here's another one. Swiftwing, are you serious? Come on, where's the random encounters? Maybe this? Another Genius Wing. Resist Wing. And... Pretty Wing. I remember back when Pokemon Black and White 1 came out, I tried running around collecting wings, because they will give you one effort value in every in the stat category, whatever they happen to be. Like Resist Wing is defense. I think Genius Wing is special defense. They only give you one effort value though compared to vitamins, but you can use them up to the limit. You can't, like vitamins, you can only use them if you have less than 100 effort values in a whatever category. I just wasted so much time doing that when I first got Black and White and I was trying to know what I was doing with competitive battling. That's a Health Wing. Stop giving me wings, that's like 7 in a row. Maybe? Health Wing. I heard it, there we go, and that's a Muscle Wing. I'm going to have so many wings by the time I actually find myself a Ducklet or a Wingull or whatever. Let's hope this is it. Alright, this is a Swablu. I don't know if you can learn Surf. I know you can fly, I don't know if you can surf. I guess I catch it anyway. Alright, there we go. Swablu's been caught. That only took that one Ultra Ball at full health, not bad. I'm not going to nickname this thing because I'm not using it on my team, obviously. I used an Altaria in Alpha Sapphire. Not going to be doing that again. Although, in the past, I've never really objected to using Pokemon in multiple different runs for YouTube, but let's see if I can learn Surf and Fly. Fly would be nice, and I know I can learn that, but Surf is the important one. We'll see. One Storm Fly. Let's go to Round, because all those moves are useless. Actually, I'm assuming that. I don't know for sure, because I didn't actually see all those moves. Surf, HMO 3. Yes. And the answer is no. Back to the drawing board. Please? Rejected. Please. Once again, rejected. This better be one. You kidding me? I don't know what the chance of like running into Pokemon versus running into another Swablu. I don't know what the chance of running into a Pokemon versus running into a Wing is, but I know it's not this low. Clever Wing. I also remember doing this while I was trying to like hatch eggs and stuff from the daycare, because you will do a lot of running around or biking around or whichever you prefer. If you go like wing hunting for effort values, it's not a good idea by any means. And I'm kind of glad it's not really a thing anymore in the Gen 6 Pokemon games, but oh man, back before I knew what EV training really was. Is this gonna be a thing? Alright, this is a Wingull. And hopefully I'll be able to catch this relatively quickly. Alright, that took 2 timer balls, but I got it in the end. Wingull has been caught. Wingull's data has been added to the Pokedex. I'm going to go not nickname this thing again, teach it to 2 HMs, and go fly off to wherever I need to. And I did not mean to do that. Is Wingull really not able to learn Surf either? Apparently the Munchlax that I already have can learn Surf, but a Wingull can't. I don't know how that works. I guess all that, like, fat is buoyant or something. I didn't mean to do that.